Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about birthing, pregnancy, and parenting classes throughout the day. And I hope you'll join us for our next live stream when that comes up about parenting classes. But this one is about birthing and pregnancy classes. And we have some fantastic panelists with us today. My name is Juliette Rudder. I'm the Community Engagement and Outreach Coordinator for the Healthcare Coalition of Southern Oregon. And with me is Tracy Hanson, who is a certified doula, a THW birth doula, a childbirth educator, certified infant massage instructor, and a certified lactation educator counselor. She has been the perinatal educator for Providence Medford Medical Center Birthplace for the past 14 years. Tracy has been a childbirth educator and doula for the past 22 years and has had the pleasure and the privilege of providing evidence-based education to approximately 1,400 families. Wow. She has provided birth doula support to over 500 families since 1999. Tracy created the volunteer doula program in the birthplace, and for the past 10 years, she has trained, coordinated, and supervised the volunteers who have served birthing families while in labor with physical, emotional, and informational support. Tracy is actively working on ways to increase the number of families that receive a doula in the Rogue Valley and is excited by the impact that will have on our community. Tracy's own 4 children are all grown, and she is now enjoying her first grandson. Congratulations. And we have Delta McConnell with us, who is a longtime Josephine County resident, currently residing in Merlin, Oregon. As the Pathways Coordinator for the Pregnancy Care Center, she comes alongside her clients to help prepare and equip them for a healthy pregnancy and to help them become the parents they want to be. Delta facilitates the Pathways classes to give support to families like yours and provide timely tips and information on how to prepare for both the birth of your baby and how to care for them as they grow. She had her own challenges of being a teen mom trying to raise 2 children and is therefore very grateful to help others through their pregnancy journey. And we have Destiny Molatore, who has been the executive director for Hope Clinic for Women for over 6 years. She was formerly the development director for the organization. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology and a background in nonprofit administration. She enjoys spending time with her family and 3 children. She loves being able to provide support to pregnant women and new families through her role at the clinic. Thank you all so much for joining me. Wealth of information. I'm excited to pick your brains. So gonna start off with, could you describe your organization? Let's start with Destiny.
Sure. So we're Hope Clinic for Women. We're the pregnancy clinic in Roseburg. And if you know Roseburg, we're on Harvard Avenue, right across from Fir Grove Elementary. So we provide early pregnancy services, including pregnancy testing and ultrasound exams, help families get connected with lots of resources in our community, and then also provide those pregnancy classes that we'll be talking about today. Our mission is to provide medical care, education, and resources to empower individuals to make informed decisions about pregnancy and sexual health.
Awesome, thank you. Delta, let's have you go next.
So we are the Pregnancy Care Center of Grants Pass. We are an accredited medical clinic. We also provide the early pregnancy services for pregnancy testing, ultrasounds. We have nurse consults for just consults for them. So we got a great team of nurses that provide those services, in addition to our education program, the Pathways program. And our mission is just to provide hope and in the midst of healthcare decisions and to educate and equip our parents.
Fantastic. Tracy, go ahead.
Yeah, I work for Providence Health System. We are the 7th largest hospital system in the country. I am down in the Southern Oregon area, Providence Medford Medical Center. I work specifically in the birthplace, although as a medical center down here, we have full service, any area of someone's health we can help them with. So specifically, our OBGYN office is where I'm more actively involved with, and the birthplace. Our hospital is really supportive of education in all areas of medical, the person's medical health, specifically with today and pregnancy education. If a patient cannot pay for the education, Providence will take care of that for them. It's just a very important area that we want that patient to know as much as possible so they can be an active member, an active part of the team of their care while they're in labor and or even after.
Very, very cool. So getting into the pregnancy and or birthing classes, could you please describe those and why you offer them? Tracy, why don't you go first this time?
Sure. So I teach all of our pregnancy classes, prenatal education. There's 3 of them, and the way I describe it is, this is important to kind of do together, the 3 classes to get a complete education. So one is childbirth education. That is a 2-evening class. It covers everything from, things we can do in our pregnancy as pregnant women to prepare our bodies, to prepare for birth, to be as healthy as possible while we're pregnant. And then of course the labor and birth process, as well as some postpartum information and specifically breastfeeding, immediate breastfeeding after. So I teach, that class is offered every month. It's just a 2-evening class. And then I teach a breastfeeding preparation class once a month, as well as a newborn care preparation class once a month. As I said previously, if someone's insurance doesn't cover the cost or they cannot afford it, Providence wants to make sure that everybody who would like to be educated gets educated. So they provide that at no charge.
Awesome. Destiny, why don't you go next?
Sure. So we have just restarted our in-person pregnancy classes, which is really exciting. And it's kind of evolving a little bit as we bring on different topics and get our full slate going. So right now we're offering a slate of 4 classes that are all geared at just preparing for pregnancy, having healthy pregnancy, and starts right from the beginning, as early as the first trimester. And so we do a first trimester, second trimester, third trimester class. And then we also do topics alongside those, like eating for 2, getting the support you need, bonding with your unborn child, things like that. And it's just a really great series. So the 4-week series will repeat throughout the year. And those are on Wednesday nights. And then we are also offering some, we're calling them kind of like bonus classes that are on Monday nights for just different topics, specialized topics. So one that I'm really excited about is we have a local financial planner who's also a mom of littles and is doing a budgeting for baby class. And we did that back a couple years ago and it was just really awesome. So we've got those going. And we just really want to come alongside parents as they're going through during pregnancy and preparing for parenthood.
Very, very cool.
I also didn't mention that all of the classes are free. So they're open to the community and they're free.
Awesome. Yeah. Delta, go ahead.
So we have 2 classes that run consistently. They're 10-week classes. We have our Pregnancy 101 that again is preparing them for labor, delivery, and throughout their pregnancy, similar to the same topics that Destiny offers there at their pregnancy center. And then our other classes are Empowered Parenthood class, and that's more geared to after they have their baby, just coming alongside of them. And, we have the budgeting for baby class and infant massage and a couple different classes like that. All of our services here at the Pregnancy Care Center are offered at no cost. We have great community support here, so that's great. Our classes, Pregnancy 101 is held on Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 8. And Empowered Parenthood is on Wednesday night at the same time. So those will run throughout the year every 10 weeks. And something unique to ours is a earn where they learn. So for every class they come to, they earn points that they can then redeem and use in our baby boutique to purchase items that they need for their babies. They also get incentives, diapers and wipes. So yeah, that's some of what we offer, and why we offer those classes is to, again, help prepare them and equip them. Not only, with education for how to prepare for a baby and being a parent, but also give them the opportunity to gain some things that they may not be able to afford for the baby too.
Very, very cool. So, what are some things that parents should know before coming to a class? Delta, why don't you go first this time?
So before they come to the class, they just need to know that they need to have an enrollment or what we call an intake appointment with me. So they will come in, fill out our paperwork, have their intake appointment, and that essentially enrolls them into the class. And then we ask that they make a commitment to attend at least 70% of the classes. And that way they can earn their points and also be eligible for the incentives. If they come to at least 70% of the classes, so that's 7 out of the 10 classes, then at the end we have a graduation ceremony and we present them with a free car seat, more diapers and wipes, and then just a bag of gifts for them. So I'm really glad that we just now been able to offer the free car seats. We've got grants for those, so that's really nice bonus, because can't bring your baby home without a car seat. So those are some things they need to know before they come to class, basically.
Absolutely. Also, side note, we interviewed Colby Taylor from the Grants Pass Fire Rescue, and he showed us how to install your own car seat and gave us some stuff about laws and whatnot like that around that. So yeah, check that video out if you're interested. Destiny, why don't you go next?
Yes. So in order to attend the classes, you just need to register. So you can do that pretty easily by going to our website. So it's hopeclinicgroseburg.com/classes. You can register directly online. You can also call the office and find out more information. We try, for the most part, if you're doing the 4-week series, to try to get in at the beginning of a series and go through that together. We also have some goodies that parents can get. Our system works a little bit differently, but each class has things that come with it that a lot of times it's relevant to whatever the topic of the class is. But the other thing that we offer is KidSense vouchers, which is one of our great local secondhand baby and children's stores in Roseburg. They also have some maternity clothes. So that works great. We have people in the community that want to support, take their gently used items to KidSense, and we get credit in our account that we then issue to clients as they're coming to the classes. And then at the end of the 4-week series, we had diaper bags sponsored. So we have the fun backpack style diaper bags, and they're stuffed with diapers and onesies and all the fun little things that you need getting started with a new baby.
Awesome. Go ahead, Tracy.
Basically, what parents need to know to take classes with me in terms of preparing for labor and birth and breastfeeding is just to register. And the easiest way to register in my brain at my age is to call the 800 number for registration hotline for classes. However, you can go online as well and just go to providence.org/classes. And yeah, And it's always nice if someone's in Southern Oregon, I always encourage them to take classes with me, just because I know the hospitals down here and, you know, the providers and things like that. So there's a way to kind of filter out and find the Medford educator. Other than that, because right now I'm only teaching via Zoom, so it's all live online, no in-person classes at this point, maybe in the near future, we'll see. They just need a device, right? A laptop, a computer. Sometimes families even use a cell phone. Fairly decent Wi-Fi. We had a mom last night who her Wi-Fi kept cutting in and out, so that was a little challenging. But other than that, just, you know, hopefully be ready to maybe engage with other families, talk and share hopes, you know, fears, what have you. And I always mail everybody after class a booklet. It's by Enjoy, and it's a fantastic interactive book that they can go in and download an app and watch additional videos and read and learn more information about whatever topic that class was on. And yeah, and I'm always available to answer questions even after, long after class is over. They all get my cell number. And so, yeah, so I want to just be as supportive as possible.
Awesome. You don't happen to know that 800 number off the top of your head, do you?
Yes,
quiz.
I do. It's 800-562-8964.
Bravo. Cool. So other than the class itself and the information therein, do families have other reasons to come to classes? Destiny, let's start with you this time.
I think for the most part, they do come just for the information and learning, but also one of the other benefits is just connecting with other parents that are kind of at the same stage as they are. I can look back at my own journey of parenthood, and some of my current best friends are those I met years ago in a mom's group with our itty bitty babies. So I think that's just one of the side benefits. I already mentioned the Kid Sense vouchers and some of the other resources that come through that, but the classes themselves and the interactions, I think, are a big piece.
Awesome. Tracy, why don't you go next?
Sure. I would say definitely for the learning. I think sometimes parents will come back and do the class as a refresher. Maybe they had a baby years earlier and they just, you know, they know what they are in for, to, you know, and but they want to have the tools and some of the things that they remember were helpful, or don't remember, but knew they used some things that were helpful. And I think too, I didn't mention this, but I do have vouchers for the Babe store here in Medford, so they can get those. They don't always know that until I tell them. But I think more than anything, they just want to know what they don't know, right? There's a lot of misinformation out there, right? And yeah, so yeah.
That trustworthy connection. I like that.
Yeah.
Delta, go ahead.
So yeah, our classes are in person also. I forgot to mention that, but we are meeting in person. We don't have to wear masks because we're not at a medical facility. So that's kind of nice that we don't have to adhere to those restrictions. So definitely coming for the education. Our 101 classes, pregnancy 101 classes, are taught by healthcare professionals within our community. So they're getting good scientific based information for that. But also, again, just, you know, to give them a safe place to come and share and build that community for themselves, you know, and an opportunity for us to come alongside them and support them throughout, you know, the pregnancy and into early childhood. So it's just been really nice to observe those connections happening in class between clients, to build that community and to have the privilege to be a part of their village. It's just wonderful because it takes a whole village to raise a child. So I'm just honored that I get to be out in our community and be part of these parents' community.
Love that. So we're about at time, but is there anything that any of you would like to say before we log off?
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. Yeah, just
I just wanted to mention too that in addition to calling to schedule an appointment, they can go on to our website, grantspastpregnancy.com, and register for the classes on there too.
And I just wanted to echo what Delta said about building community, right? They have an opportunity to meet other families that are going to have a baby within a similar time period. And last night I had 8 families from Medford, all Medford, nobody from Portland taking my class, the childbirth class. And they were all so excited to know that at some point they would get to see each other if they chose to come to postpartum group that I do. So not only just, in class together, but they can establish friendships down the way that might, sometimes are lasting, building that community. So that's exciting for me.
Fantastic. Destiny, anything from you?
Same thing they're saying. Basically, I agree. I just love the community aspect of this and getting to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And I think that is a great place for us to go ahead and sign off. Super appreciate everybody who is watching. A little bit later on today, we're going to be hearing from a few folks about parenting classes, which is a different thing. So please join us at that time. Thank you again to our panelists, and thank you for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.